I've been fortunate to spend a lot of quality time lately with the all-new third generation Sequoia, first with the capstone model and now with the TRD Pro, and it's got me pretty enamored with it, enough so that I've been spending a fair amount of time on the Sequoia build configurator as well as doing some online shopping. And I don't know that I'll actually get one, but I've been thinking a lot about how I would configure a Sequoia if I got one. And most likely I'd go with an SR5 model with a few specific features to save on costs, but if money were not an issue, I'd definitely go with the TRD Pro. And in today's video, I want to cover how I would configure my ideal Sequoia TRD Pro. I really like the solar octane orange on this TRD Pro. It's a really cool color, especially in person. I like it a lot more than I did in pictures. And it's amazing how it just kind of stands out in a parking lot, or the contrast that you get in a setting like this is really something. It also is a head turner. I get so many looks in this vehicle, partly because it's an all new Sequoia, but definitely the solar octane orange draws your attention. And that's actually the reason that I wouldn't get solar octane orange. I'd probably go with white. I think white's a really classy color. I like the way that it looks with all the black accents on the TRD Pro, and it also stays clean. I'd get my TRD Pro without the optional TRD Pro roof rack and the TRD side steps. The rack looks really cool. It seems to be high quality construction and would add some nice functionality, but unfortunately the wind noise is unbearable. And while these side steps are nice in terms of side steps in general and having a couple young kids, they do make it a lot easier for them to get into the vehicle. I took the TRD Pro snow wheeling, and they just collected so much snow and ice. They really were kind of digging into the snow, making it a lot harder to get through the deep snow. And then once we were done, all of that snow and ice just kind of froze on top of them, and it took a long time for me to chisel that ice off. And so while they do add some nice functionality for my kids, I think I'd probably just go ahead and keep lifting them in for a couple more years to avoid the downsides of those creating issues in the deep snow. Probably the thing that I dislike most about this specific TRD Pro build is that it's got the optional tow mirrors, and I do not like them for two reasons. The first one is that I think they look ridiculous. They're oversized. It's kind of like elephant ears on what's otherwise a really cool looking vehicle. And then secondly, they're a huge blind spot. I constantly find myself leaning over, trying to make sure there's not a vehicle in my blind spot when I'm making turns on both sides of the vehicle. And I just don't feel like the added advantage that you get with this is worth the downsides. So I would definitely go with the standard mirrors, and that's knowing that I'd probably do some towing myself. But the standard mirrors are still quite large. They've got a big piece of glass, and I feel like they are plenty adequate. One thing that's really unfortunate about the TRD Pro is that although it's got the upgraded Fox shocks, it's not sitting level. And so I definitely would want to fix that and lift the front end just a little bit to get it to where it is sitting level. And then I'd also replace the wheeled tire package. Not that this is bad for a stock vehicle, but these new Sequoias look so much better with oversized tires. I'd probably go with another set of 18-inch wheels that give it a little bit more offset, and then a set of 35-inch all-terrain tires. I love the interior design on this vehicle. It's probably my favorite thing about the third generation Sequoia, and there's just three things that would matter to me in here. First one is the interior color. I definitely go with the black like we've got here. I haven't seen the red interior in person yet, so maybe it's not fair to judge, but I feel like red is just a little bit too much. It's probably gonna be a little bit harder to keep clean, especially having a couple of young kids. And I also feel like it's not gonna age as well. It's not as timeless as the black. Secondly, you've got to have the panoramic sunroof on the TRD Pro Sequoia. This is supposed to be the halo model of the Sequoia lineup, and you've got to have all the cool features like that panoramic sunroof. It brings a lot of light into the cabin, and it gives the vehicle a really cool vibe. So that would be a must-have feature for me. And then thirdly, I'm not crazy about the Toyota lettering that we've got over here on the passenger dash. I feel like it looks kind of tacky, and if possible, I'd try to peel those letters off. I'm not sure if they're stuck on there with the double-sided tape. If they are, just peel them off. If not, replace that trim piece, and if neither of those are possible, I guess I could live with it. Unfortunately, the price tag for that comes in at about $78,000 plus the added cost for the leveling kit and the new wheel and tire package. So that's gonna push me over $80,000. Probably not gonna happen, but my birthday's a few months out, so if you're looking for any ideas, I just made the shopping a lot easier for you. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and for more videos of the new Sequoia, be sure to subscribe. In the meantime, thanks for watching.